fraction is a number representing a part of a whole. This whole may be a single object or group of objects. A fraction whose numerator is less than the denominator is called proper fraction, otherwise it is an improper fraction. Numbers of the type 3 5 by 7, 8 4 by 9, 2 1 by 5, etc. They are mixed fractions are the numbers. An improper fraction can be converted into mixed fraction and vice versa. Fractions equivalent to a given fraction can be obtained by multiplying or by dividing its numerator and the denominator by a non-zero number. A fraction in which there is no common factor except 1 in its numerator and the denominator is called a simplest form or the lowest form. Fraction with same denominators are called like fractions, and if the denominators are different, they are called unlike fractions. Addition or subtraction of like fractions can be done by adding or subtracting their numerators. In case if they are unlike fractions, we follow a different method called as taking LCM and making it as the same denominators. In other words, all the unlike fractions are converted as like fractions, and then the operations on them like addition or subtraction is done. Fractions with denominators 10, 100, etc. can be written in the form using a decimal point called as decimal numbers or decimals. Place value of the place immediately after the decimal point, that is, tenths place is 1 by 10, that of the next place is 1 by 100, and so on. Fractions can be converted into decimals by writing them in the lowest form with denominators 10, 100, and so on. Similarly, decimals can be converted into fractions by removing their decimal points and writing 10, 100, etc. in the denominators depending on the decimal places in the decimals. Decimal numbers can be compared using the idea of place value and then can be arranged in ascending or descending order. Decimals can be added or subtracted. Many daily life problems can be solved by converting different units of measurements such as money, length, weight, etc. in the decimal form and then adding or subtracting them. With these basic informations, with these basic concepts, we shall move on to exercise. We shall solve few questions. Here in the exercise we have questions from 1 to 20. They are related to objective type question. Out of 4 options, we have to select the correct one. The first question is, the fraction which is not equal to 4 by 5 is. We need to simplify the given fractions if it is not in the lowest form. If you look at this, 40 by 50, if I divide both numerator and denominator by 10 each, we get 4 by 5. So 4 by 5 is there. Now if I divide both numerator and denominator by 3, I get again 4 by 5. If I divide both the numerator and the denominator by 4, I get 4 by 5. Now in this option, if both numerator and denominators are divided by a specific number, I get 3 by 5, which is not equal to 4 by 5. What I am doing is I am taking the equivalent fractions. So in this particular case, we have 3 by 5 in option D, which is not equal to 4 by 5. So the correct answer is, so let me mention only answer. So the answer is option D, 9 by 15. Question 2. The two consecutive integers between which the fraction 5 by 7 lies are option A 5 and 6, option B 0 and 1, option C 5 and 7, option D 6 and 7. This particular number 5 by 7 is a proper fraction. This 5 by 7 is proper fraction in which numerator is smaller compared to the denominator. Numerator I'll represent with NR. Numerator is smaller compared to the denominator. The value lies between 0 and 1. Therefore, the number lies between 0 and 1. Option B is the right answer. So answer is B, 0 and 1. Third question. When 1 by 4 is written with the denominator as 12, then its numerator is. This 1 by 4 is written as the denominator 12. So it means that I need to multiply certain number to both numerator and denominator, then only I'll be getting the denominator as 12. So what should be multiplied here? Here we know that 4 multiplied to 3 will give 12. So 3 has to be multiplied here. So 3 should be written on the numerator. So 3 ones are 3 fours are, so 1 by 4 is obtained. So this is a concept related to equivalent fraction. So by multiplying 3 to both numerator and denominator, we get denominator as 12, hence the numerator must be 3. So the answer is option A, 3. Next one. Question number 4. Which of the following is not in the lowest form? The numbers, when they are not divisible in both numerator and denominator by a number, we say that the number is in the lowest form. In other words, there should not be common factor other than 1. If you consider 7 and 5, the common factor of 7 and 5 is 1. So let me mention it separately here as options. In A we have common factor of 7 and 5 is 1. In the option B we have the common factor of 15 and 20 is 5. Both are divisible by 5, so the common factor is 5 there. In option C, the common factor of 13 and 33 is 1. In the option D, the common factor of 27 and 28 is 1. So when we are having some other common factor other than 1, that means it is not in a lowest form. So the answer is option B, 15 upon 20. It is not in the lowest form. Next, question number 5. If 5 by 8 is equal to 20 by P, then what is the value of P? In such cases, we have to write 5 by 8 equal to, I will leave a blank there, then followed by 20 upon P. Here 20 is obtained by multiplying 5 with 4. 5 4 times is 20. So we need to multiply 8 4 times to get the value of P. This means that the value of P is 8 multiplied to 4, which is 32, and the answer for the question is option C, 32. Question number 6 is, which of the following is not equal to the others? Here I can reduce these fractions. If I divide this fraction by numerator and denominator by 2, I'll be getting 3 by 4. This one I will divide by 4, it becomes 3 by 4. This one I'll divide by 5, it becomes 3 by 5. This one I'll divide by 6, it becomes 3 by 4. If you look at option A, B and D, they are equal to 3 by 4. Only in the option C we have 3 by 5. So this number is not equal to the others. Rest all are equivalent. Question 7. Which of the following fractions is greatest? So I need to identify which one is greater among these. You observe both numerator and denominator. Here all numerators are 5. So we need to compare only the denominator. The greater the denominator, the smaller will be the value. So here smaller denominator is 6. Therefore, the greatest fraction is option B, 5 by 6. Question 8. Which of the following fractions are the smallest? You'll compare again the numerators and the denominators. Here all denominators are 8. So smaller the numerator will have smaller value. Smaller numerator here is 3. Therefore, the smallest fraction is option C, 3 by 8. Question number 9. Sum of 4 by 17 and 15 by 17 is, if you look at the denominators are same, so the denominator will be retained as it is, only the sum of the numerators is found. 4 plus 15 is 19. 19 by 17 is there in option A. So the right answer is option A, 19 by 17. Question number 10. On subtracting 5 by 9 and 19 by 9, the result is, so we need to subtract the smaller number from the larger. Since the denominators are same, the smaller number is 5 by 9, so from the larger number I need to subtract the smaller number. So 19 minus 5 will be 14 by 9. This is present in option B. So the right answer is option B, 14 by 9. 0.7499 lies between 0.749 and 0.75, because 0.7499 is successor of 0.749 and predecessor of 0.75. Question number 12. 0.023 lies between. You observe all the options here, you will get to know that it lies between 0.02 and 0.03. This is by mere observation. 0.023 is next number after the 0.021 and 22, and it is less than 0.03. So the right answer for the question is option B, 0.02 and 0.03. 11 by 7 can be expressed in the form. Here, if you divide this 11 by 7, 11 one time is 7, one time is 7, the remainder becomes 4. It can be written as 1 4 by 7, and this option is present in option C. So the right answer for the question is option C, 1 4 by 7. Question number 14. The mixed fraction 5 4 by 7 can be expressed as. So we have learned a method. This 5 should be multiplied to 7 plus 4 should be added by keeping the same denominator. It becomes 35 plus 4 by 7, which is 39 by 4, and it is there in option D. So the right answer is option D, 39 upon 4. Next, 15th one, 0.07 plus 0.008 is equal to. We got to add them. Best thing is write the respective decimals one below the other. On addition, it becomes 870.5 0.0, so it becomes 0.078, which is there in option C. So the answer is option C, 0.078. Which of the following decimals is the greatest? Firstly, converting the given decimals in like decimals, we get 0.1820, 0.0925, 0.2900, 0.0380. These are the numbers when expressed in like decimals. So number of decimal places we have made it as same. Now observe the place values. Here 0.2900 is a larger number because the 10th place is 2. Therefore, the greatest among these is option C. Answer is option C, 0.29. Seventeenth one, which of the following decimals is the smallest? Here again we need to write them as like decimals. There are 3 maximum decimal places, so 0.270, 0.082, 103 and 1.500. If you observe very carefully, the smallest one is 0.082. This is the smallest one that's there in option C. So the right answer is option C, 0.082. Question number 18. 13.572. Correct to its the 10th place is. We have learned how to express the given number in a estimated way. Here 7 is a larger number compared to 5, so it will be added up, so 13.6 it becomes. So the right answer is option D, 13.6. Now 15.8 minus 6.73 is equal to, I need to write this 15.80 and 6.73, then subtract. So 10 minus 3 will be 7, 7 minus 7 is 0, 15 minus 6 is 9, so 9.07. 9.07 is there in option B, so the right answer is option B, 9.07. 20th question, the decimal 0.238 is equal to the fraction. So I need to divide this 0.238 as 238 upon 1000. Now if I consider divided by 2, I'll be getting 119 upon 500. So this is present in option A. So the right answer is option A, 119 upon 500. Now we have the questions which are fill in the blank type. 21st, a number representing a part of a dash is called fraction. So we know the answer, it is a part of a whole. A fraction with the denominator greater than the numerator is called as proper fraction. Fraction with the same denominator are called as like fractions. 13 integer 5 by 18 is a dash fraction. It's an improper fraction. Here it should be an improper fraction. 18 by 5 is an dash. Sorry, in this case it is mixed fraction. I made a mistake here. Here we have integer as well as proper fraction. It's a combination. So the right answer is mixed fraction. For this one, it is improper. 7 is smaller than 19, so it is a proper fraction. Look at 5 by 8 and 3 by 8. They have the same denominator, so they are like fractions, like proper fractions. Next one, 28, 6 upon 11 and 6 by 13 are dash. They are unlike. They have the different denominators, so they are unlike. The fraction 6 by 15 in the simplest form is, if I consider 6 divided by 3 and 15 divided by 3, both are divisible by 3, so it becomes 2 by 5, hence the answer is 2 by 5. 17 by 34 in the simplest form is, 17 as well as 34 are divisible by 17. When I divide, I get 1 upon 2, so 1 by 2. 18 by 135, 90 by 675 are proper, unlike, and dash fractions. Here they are proper, they are also unlike, but then when you do this into 5, we get the same values. So they are equivalent fractions. It is because 18 5 times is 90, 135 5 times is 675. 32nd, 8 2 by 7 is equal to the improper fraction. 8 sevens are 56 plus 2 is 58 upon 7. 87 by 7 is equal to the mixed fraction, so I need to divide this 87. So 7 12 times is 84. 3 will remain, so 12 3 by 7. So 12 3 by 7 is the mixed fraction. Next one, 9 plus 2.2 by 10 plus 6 by 100 in the decimal will be equal to, this is nothing but 9. This one will be 0.2 plus 0.06. Add them up, we get 9.26. So it is 9.26. 35th one, the decimal 16.25 is equal to the fraction. This should be written as 1625 by 100. So further we can simplify this. They are divisible by 25. When they are divisible by 25, we get 1625 by 25 divided by 100 by 25. This will be 65 by 4. We can express in a mixed fraction 16 1 by 4. The fraction 7 by 25 is equal to the decimal number 0.28. The reason is 7 by 25, I'll multiply with 4, I get 28 by 100, which is 0.28. Now it's a question related to addition. 9 will be there in the denominator. In the numerator, the numbers will be added up. We get 58 upon 9. So answer is 58 by 9. In the next one, we need to subtract. So 14 will be the LCM. 67 minus 24 will become 43 by 14. So the right answer 43 by 14. Now it's a addition. 17 by 2 plus this mixed fraction I'll write as improper one. It becomes 7 by 2. So 17 plus 7 is 24 by 2, which is 12. So the answer is 12. 9 1 by 4, it is 37 by 4 minus 5 by 4, it becomes 32 by 4, which is 8. This is direct addition. 5 plus 3 is 8. 7 plus 5 is 12. So 1 is carry. 10 plus 4 is 14. 14.28. Next is a subtraction. 16 minus 8 will be 8. 6 minus 6 will be 0. Then 8 minus 2 is 6.08. Next, 43rd, the value of 50 coins of 50 paisa is equal to rupees. There are 50 coins and the value is 50 paise. So when I multiply them, I get 25 followed by 2 zeros paise. I'll convert this into rupees now. It is rupees 2500 upon 100. It becomes rupees 25. So the answer is rupees 25. 3 hundredths plus 3 tenths will be equal to 3 hundredths is 3 by 100 plus 3 tenths is 3 by 10. So it becomes 0.03 plus 0.3, 0.33. With this, I'll end today's session. We shall take up the next set of questions in the next session. Thank you.